Hi, I'm Stunning Stella Cheeks.
And I'm the Enigma Aaron Klein.
And this is
Not Your Demographic,
a feminist wrestling podcast.
Shockingly, those exist.
Hello, Demis.
Hello!
Welcome to the podcast. Per usual, one of our lives exploded with scheduling, but we still found time to meet in person, and we're gonna kind of talk about the week, but mostly just called the Elimination Chamber card. Real quickly, how was your week? How was your week, Aaron?
I had a real mixed bag of a week. On Thursday...
Real mixed bag.
Real mixed bag. On Thursday, we went out to dinner with a friend of ours who was in town, which was super fun. And then I got food poisoning.
But nobody else got food poisoning, so it must have been like the scallops.
It had to have been the scallops. As soon as I got home and started really thinking about it, I was like, it had to have been. Like, no one else ate them, and I got very ill.
I almost asked you for one. I'm so glad I didn't.
I'm glad that you didn't, too, because it was really bad. I was out, like, I got home, and I smoked a bunch of weed when I got home, and I thought I was just, like, too stoned.
Right.
And I was like, I don't feel good. I'm just going to go to bed. Nope. I was up all night, like, in and out of the bathroom. I was, like, sweating. Ugh. I had the chills. I had never had food poisoning before, and it is as awful as everyone says it is. It was a horrible experience. So
being nauseous is a terrible feeling.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And then throwing up and pooping a bunch is also not great.
Exactly. And, like, the worst part is that incident only lasts... I'm glad it happened overnight, to be honest, because I was just home, and... the next day, but it took the whole next day for me to, like, even get out of bed. I was just fucking so tired. And every time my stomach made any kind of movement, I was like, it's back! Oh no, it's back! And I've been doing that for, like, 3 days, so I finally, like, got over it. I couldn't work at the Plan 9 show because I was too sick. I couldn't come to that Alderman meeting because I was too sick.
Yeah.
So that was unfortunate. But, upside to this week, one of my favorite friends with benefits broke up with his girlfriend and called me literally immediately. He was like, hey, long time no talk.
The person I'm thinking of?
Yes, it is. Immediately. He was like, hey, I haven't talked to you.
When these two people have sex, it sounds like they're murdering wild animals.
Well, it's awesome.
It's insane.
Well, it's really good sex.
Is he like your longest fuck buddy?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because that's been happening since college.
Yes, for like 6 years.
Yeah, it's been happening as long as me and Nick have been hooking up, and now we're in a relationship.
Yeah.
But we basically started fuck buddies at the same time.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But now me and Nick live together.
Yeah, it was funny. He was like, after we hooked up on Tuesday, he was like, I was really nervous. You know, I haven't, like, been with anyone other than my girlfriend in, like, a year and a half, and I was just, like, really worried. And I was like, listen, bro, we both know what this is. Like, you didn't have to be worried. You knew to call me, and I came over. Like, I don't think that this is a big deal. So it was, like, a nice back up after, like, such a bad dip in the week to be like, hey, what's up? Awesome.
So funny.
So that was pretty good. How was your week?
Good. I had Plan 9 show that went really well. We had this meeting with Alderman Pawar. I think is how you say his last name. Pardon all of the noise. My boyfriend is generously cooking dinner, but is also being real loud about it.
Yeah.
We had a meeting with him. Our friends upstairs had like a meet and greet, and he just talked about his plans. He's running for governor of Illinois. That was really, really cool. And I watched the Super Bowl with a bunch of friends.
Oh, yeah, that happened.
And basically, all we did was talk about wrestling. And through that, I was reminded that Triple H is in the Blade Trinity movie, and I need to watch it, but I don't have any time. I love vampires. I love comic books. I love wrestling. I love tiny dogs that are vampires. Ryan Reynolds has a great butt. That movie is not good, but I am very excited to watch it again.
That's so funny.
Because when I watched it, like, I like wasn't really into wrestling anymore, and like even if I was like, oh, that's Triple H, I wasn't like, it's Triple H, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. That's so funny.
Yeah, so I can't wait to watch that sometime this weekend. I accidentally broke a baby, but then I fixed a baby. It's a very common thing. It's called nursemaid's elbow. I was very scared. It's very common. She's all better. But I was terrified. Because I've been with kids for 10 years and it's never happened. And then it like happened and I was like, I know, like instinctually I knew what it was, but I was still like, ah.
Mm-hmm. And isn't this baby like brand new too?
She's like 5 months old.
Yeah.
So I was like,
a little different.
Yeah, but it was fine. We got it like fixed within an hour, but it was just like terrifying.
Yeah.
And the dad's a doctor, and he was like, "It's fine," and we're like, "The baby." I like was so afraid that she was gonna hate me, and she like doesn't. She's a baby; she doesn't remember.
Oh no! Immediately forgot.
But yeah, she doesn't remember. What wrestling shirt are you wearing?
I'm wearing my 100% Bad Lass Becky Lynch steampunky shirt.
Yeah, the gear one. I like that one. I have that one.
Yeah, I didn't wear this for the 31 Days of Wrestling because I wore my other Becky Lynch shirt. So I was like, I haven't worn this shirt
Becky
in
Lynch
ages.
shirt did you wear?
The green one, the Bex Plex.
Oh yeah, because I was like, I wore Last Kicker.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's
we
funny.
just have so many Becky Lynch shirts between us that we didn't even cover
we have
them
so
all.
many shirts. I bought a New Day shirt, and it's just too big, and I have to send it back. I'm really bummed. I need to get the other side because I love it. It's the like raglan one. Mm-hmm. I was wearing a Seth Rollins redesign, rebuild, reclaim hoodie, but it got baby spit up all over it, so I'm no longer wearing it.
That counts.
But I did wear it all day, so it still counts.
I agree.
Wrestling news. The Rock and WWE are making a movie about Paige's family. This gives me hope that Paige is coming back at least.
Paige also recently said, though, that she's looking into an MMA career when she's done at WWE, which makes me think she is never wrestling for WWE again.
Yeah, but I think once she's healed and, like, she has a contract. Like
that
she
goes through 2018. Like,
right, so she has to at least come. She has to come back.
If they use her, is the thing.
But
like,
I think that enough people like Triple H and Mark Carrano like actually do like at least care about her in like a monetary sense because she is a high seller that they think. I'm sure if they're like, if we bring her back and we give her the things that she wants, she'll stay.
Yeah, unless she doesn't pass a drug test again, and then she's automatically fired because it would be her third offense.
That's true.
Which would not surprise me.
No, I'm holding out hope.
Purposely.
Shut up. I'm holding out hope. I want Paige back. I think the Raw Women's Division could really use
oh my God,
it.
they fucking need her.
So I want Paige back. So shut up.
Well, I was just saying, I worry that even if they keep her under contract, they'll immediately put her in a film because then she can get health insurance.
That's true.
So I worry that that's how they're going to spend the rest of her contract time.
What if Emelina premieres and it's just Eva Marie in a blonde wig? Wouldn't that be so funny?
Oh, that would be hilarious.
Just change gears really quickly. The Rock and Roll Express is going to the Hall of Fame.
They should. It's time. That's fine.
Somebody was like, they were heartthrobs in the 80s. And I was like, except for the one that's very cross-eyed. How is that a heartthrob?
Put some sunglasses on him. Heartthrob.
I don't understand the 80s.
Yeah.
I like fundamentally understand the 70s. But I do not understand the 80s.
Oh, really? Other way around for me. I like totally get the 80s. Like late 80s, early 90s is like my aesthetic. I totally live in that world.
It's so funny. Other news?
Donovan Dijak is no longer with Ring of Honor because they're fucking shedding people left and right. They've lost like 15.
As in he left?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like they've lost like 15 performers in the last like year and a half. It's just amazing.
Well, on the episode of ROH from this week that I watched, he was in it.
Yeah, because of their pre-tapes. Yeah.
So there's that. The episode of ROH from this week I thought was pretty good. It opened with 3-team tag match. That was fine. The Young Bucks were on commentary, and that was good. And then Adam Cole was great. He just delivered good promos. Do you know Adam Cole is 27?
That makes me want to throw a table. Are you for real?
Yes.
Ugh.
First of all, he does not look 27.
No,
he looks at least 35.
Yeah, for sure.
Second of all, what?
He's also considering leaving Ring of Honor. Like, that's not good.
Baby!
Baby! He's 27. Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's like when I found out that Ricochet is almost exactly 4 months younger than I am. And I was like...
But Ricochet, like, I see that. I understand that. I do not understand Adam Cole. I just, like, can't get behind it.
Not allowed.
Not allowed.
I'm gonna need you to change your age.
Yeah. There was a good match between Marty Squirrel and Juice Robinson. That was a really good match. And then Marty Squirrel gave a promo that was like, I'm the best. Open door. Anybody wants to come. And then, like, all of Ring of Honor's, like, locker room was like, we're going to fight you.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to fight each other. Then one of us is going to fight you. Mm-hmm. And he was like, whatever.
Do what you got to do, bros.
Like, my butt's so cute. He didn't say that. I said that in my head. Mm-hmm. And then it was Jay Lethal versus Jay Briscoe. And Jay Briscoe won. And he also has boy band hair from the 90s.
Okay.
Real special hair.
Okay.
Really special hair.
That's unfortunate.
It was a good match, though. I mean, Jay Lethal and Jay Briscoe are, like,
they're a good team.
Great wrestlers, and they, like, you know, it's like one of those, they know each other inside and out.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Who's on commentary at Ring of Honor now?
So it's it's Kevin Kelly, and then just, like, random people. Like, Alex Shelley was on it at one point. Kazarian was on it. The Young Bucks were on it. Adam Cole was on it. They were just like, I guess the locker room is commentary now.
God. Oh, jeez. That's sad.
Which is very funny. Oh, we forgot to say why I can't record later tonight, because I got tricked into going to a Less Than Jake concert.
Yeah, you did.
I like to go to the concerts with this one specific friend, and she was like, my favorite band's coming to town. And I was like, great, whatever, I'll go with you, because, like, we sync up in other ways. And then she was like, oh, it's Less Than Jake. And I never listened to that band, because it is exactly the music that I hate. And I didn't remember. And we were on our way to AEW, and I was like, so what's this band? And she was like, let me play you some. They're my favorite. Like, whenever the time I have to go, you'll love them. And then she played it for me, and I was like, this is everything I hate. But I like her, and I like going to concerts with her, and it will be fun.
I'm not a big fan of Less Than Jake. I don't mind their music that much, but I've heard that their concerts are very fun.
Okay.
So
Well, it's just like bebopping around, right?
You'll dance around
It's like
and
a
have a
little
good time.
ska dancing or whatever.
Exactly.
Did you see the guy in the audience at Raw who was cosplaying as Sami Zayn?
No.
Me and Nick both did double takes at separate times. And he was like, is Sami Zayn in the audience? I was like, no. But if you're barely looking, it's like a redhead with a flat cap and wearing the same outfit. Like, he's not as, like, good looking as Sami Zayn, but it was still like, what? What? Oh, no, he's not in the audience. It was weird. NXT was just some matches from
We got the official
before.
premiere of Cassius Ohno, though, didn't we?
Yeah,
That's
because
what I
he was
thought.
like, sorry, Shinsuke.
Yeah,
Hope
like-
you're feeling better, buddy.
It's like, hey, I'm Santa Claus in a suit.
Yeah, we got the farewell package for Corey Graves.
Ah,
Whatever.
Corey. Yeah, I didn't watch it because I knew it was all the
Yeah,
recap stuff. I did watch the packet, or the, like, promo with Cassius Ohno, though.
The No Way Jose match with, oh my god, the Drifter. Elias Sampson.
Yeah, that dude.
Was surprisingly good.
Really?
Yeah, I enjoyed that match.
Cool. That's good.
And Ember Moon won against Aaliyah. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
What else? TNA was okay. The Aaron Rex stuff has taken on a life of its own.
Really?
He was getting makeup put on. He's really femmy.
So he's like full on Liberace now.
He's full on Liberace, which, like, I guess bothers me less.
If he's like committing to it
He's full Liberace.
in a non like gross way, then I'm into that.
There's no like sexual stuff. I mean, I think it's not. I still don't think it's a great choice, but it's clearly more Liberace than like the F
Patrick
word.
Clark.
Yes, than Patrick Clark.
Okay.
Exactly. It's way more.
It's more Dalton Castle than Patrick
yes,
Clark.
It's a,
okay.
Well, I mean,
not,
yes, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's a caricature of a specific character,
Right?
Whereas, even though Patrick Clark was trying to do Prince, was clearly just being like, "This is how gay people act."
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which is not a good idea.
Not a good idea. Also, not an accurate portrayal of Prince, who was not gay. Like, okay.
Also, not really an accurate portrayal of gay people.
No, not at all.
So stupid.
Well, he's a Trump supporter, so that's probably why he doesn't know any gay people.
Well.
Okay. So, other
It
things
was
on
open
TNA.
fight night. It opened with a Hardy's promo. Matt Hardy was like, I have a teleportation device, and I'm going to be teleporting us all around to fight all of the teams. He's called out the Bucks of Youth, the Day of New, and the Family of Wyatts. Whatever. And then Jeff Hardy cashed in his briefcase. He fought Lashley. It was actually a really good match. Lashley won because he just won.
Yeah.
And Lashley is a good champ. I like Lashley the champ. It was Sienna versus Brooke. Mm-hmm. Sienna won, playing dirty or whatever. Brooke, I didn't used to like Brooke as a wrestler, but she's like getting better.
Oh, that's good.
I think having like different competition instead of the same competition she had for the last 10 years or whatever. There's a backstage segment with Brandy, Rhodes, and Rosemary where, like, I guess on, like, their YouTube channel or Facebook Live or whatever, after the Monsters Ball, Brandy and Rosemary had, like, a thing where basically Rosemary was like, hi,
I'm
do you want to
crazy.
fight me? Like, she basically was like, do you want to be a member of Decay? And Brandy was like, nah, I like Gucci handbags, leave me alone. And so it was more of that. But Brandy was like, seriously, just leave me alone. And Rosemary was like, I'm going to come for you, which I think will be interesting.
That's cool.
I think it's such different personalities that even if the match is,
yeah, and I think that's a good use of Brandy, too, outside of her role with Cody. That, like, she needs practice. And I feel like a crazy kind of wacky match, like one that, not like wacky, but like out there and not traditional, is probably a good move for her at this point in her limited wrestling ability. Still just took a giant piece of steak and put it in her mouth.
I thought I could make a tiny bite.
No.
It was so big.
It was really big.
Here are all my juices.
Yeah. No.
Oh my god.
Struggle City. See, this is a show I didn't watch. Okay, DCC versus Decay. And Decay lost to DCC. Gross.
Yeah, so Decay is in a point. They're in a New Day spot where they were the champs. They were really big. Now they've lost it. The tag division has moved on. So they're like doing weird matches, but whereas New Day is surviving them, Decay is not.
No, of course not.
Because they're really pushing the DCC.
Oh, why?
They're really pushing the DCC.
I don't like them. I don't find, and not just because I don't care for like any of the three people in DCC.
I like James Storm well enough.
He's okay. I don't like him in DCC though. I preferred him when he was sparring with.
It's like shitty Revolution.
Yeah, weird. It just seems pointless. What does DCC stand for?
I knew at one point.
Something Clan.
The Death something Council.
Whatever.
Better word than clan.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, that's news we skipped too. TNA is not TNA anymore.
Well, is it the news that we skipped that Trump is looking for that easy D?
I laughed so hard.
It should be such an easy D.
Like, oh jeez. I like that. I think is the happiest.
Did you Grindr subtweet him?
I loved it. I thought it was like the happiest I've seen politics Twitter in fucking months. And it was nice. It was nice to be like, here's a fun, easy joke that we can make at your expense because you're a fucking moron. And this is genuinely hilarious. Like, it was really nice to experience that.
Did you also see the Melissa McCarthy, Sean Spicer?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Did you also hear that Rosie O'Donnell offered to play Steve Bannon?
She's about to. Let me tell you what. Did you see the side-by-side of her and Steve Bannon? Sorry, Rosie. You look unfortunately like Steve Bannon. It's really weird. She'll be a very good Bannon. And it might be literally the only thing that could get Steve Bannon fired. The one
also
person...
because he hates her
so much. So much. And I love it. I love that immediately the internet was like, we know what to do with this power. I love it. I also love, too, I was talking to somebody else about this the other day. I like that there are so many people who are like, who gives a shit about what celebrities think about politics? They should just shut up and la 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 la. You know who cares? Trump cares. Trump cares so much what other celebrities think. He cares so much about SNL. He cares so much about what the media says about him.
Eric Barwick.
It just... perfect. And like it's weird that we have this weird fucked up media in so many ways in America, but they're placed in a very particular and peculiar spot in our history where they have such power to make policy, even suggestions right now. It's insane. Like no other president has ever been so obsessed with his media image in a world like ours that it'll be fascinating to see how, like, I feel as a person, how can we continue to get beaten down by all this bullshit from the administration? But at the same time, like, how long can this fucking media game go on? We're like 2 weeks in and it's insane.
2 weeks.
It's just bananas.
2 weeks out of 4 years. Ooh. I'll put in our Twitter, or no, our Tumblr. But whatever, it will go on my Twitter, then maybe you'll retweet it, so... I didn't misspeak. There's this fascinating, very long, but really worth a read article from Rolling Stone, who does great politics reporting.
Yeah, they do. Also great wrestling reporting now.
Rolling Stone, dope.
They're killing it.
But they've done great politics reporting for a long time.
Yeah.
What's his name? Matt Taibbi?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I mean, he is a little Bernie bro for me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I think he's a really good reporter.
Mm-hmm. And he's also, like, he's been very consistent in his political writing for a really long time.
Oh, yeah. Too, I had a book by him during the Bush administration called FUBAR. So So, yeah, I've read his stuff for a long time. I don't know if he wrote this article, but it's about Pence and, like, why Pence is actually, like, very troubling.
Oh, yeah. He's terrifying.
If you want to be, like, really upset. Back to wrestling.
Anyway, okay.
Maria and the Miracle corner Braxton Sutter backstage, and she's like, oh my god, I heard your date goes well. I hear wedding bells. And he's like, I'm not proposing to her. And she was like, if you don't, I'll ruin Allie's life. And then she walks away, and Braxton looks sad, and Miracle goes, what's wrong, buddy? There are worse things than having a strong, beautiful woman in your corner. Honestly, it's literally the best. And I was like, I know you're a bad guy right now, but, like, that's
awesome.
Great. He was like, my life is dope. You see, Maria? The best.
I mean, he's not wrong.
I know. It was just a great moment. Drew Galloway came out and did the Drew Galloway, and then Moose came out and was like, I want to fight you. And Drew Galloway's like, bitch, I beat you so many times. I don't want to fight you anymore. You don't deserve this. And then he beat some guy called Rob Rising. Whatever.
Who cares?
But I do love Drew Galloway because I don't know why, actually. He's hot.
He's hot. He has a good accent.
He's a good wrestler.
He's a good wrestler. Yeah.
He's hot. Trevor Lee cashed in his briefcase to go up against DJZ in a ladder match, even though DJZ had a fucked up ankle. Trevor Lee won it. He won it in a really cool way, in a way that I haven't seen. I'm sure there's a million ladder matches. I'm sure there's one out there. Please do not at me. Do not at me. Do not at me unless I ask an actual question that I want you to at me at. Just baseline rule for this podcast, okay? Where he hit, DJZ was on the ladder, and then Trevor Lee hit DJZ in the ankle with the chair, which is like his bad leg, and then DJZ fell, and then Trevor Lee trapped his ankle in the chair and then put the chair like underneath the ladder, so he trapped him in the ladder.
Cool.
So like he couldn't get out, so like Trevor Lee just like sauntered up the ladder like, hi bitch, and took his championship. So that was cool. I like that. And I love Trevor Lee. Like,
yeah, I do too.
Then Eli Drake cashed in his the DCC thing was a cash-in.
Oh,
Not every cash-in was for a belt. It was just like for a match.
Right, yeah.
Eli Drake, still not talking, cashed in his suitcase against EC3. Tyrus was talking, who has this giant like bruise on his side, and they were like, "You're hurt. We're gonna win. We're gonna win." They didn't win.
Of course not.
Fun fact, they didn't win. But Eli Drake and EC3, who are the two best talkers in the company, didn't say a word. And it was really fascinating.
Wow.
It was really fascinating. And then, so Eli Drake loses, and then Eli Drake beats EC3 up with a chair, and then the DCC comes out and then starts beating up EC3, and Tyrus and Ego are like, oh, we got new friends. And they were like, psych, you don't have new friends, because then the DCC just beat up everyone. That's how the show ended.
All right. Okay.
TNA rebranded. Also has a new partnership with Noah.
Yep. So now they're just Impact. When their logo says Impact Anaheim, I'm not sure if it's...
I think it's Anthem.
Anthem, yeah, you're right.
That's the name of the company that bought them.
Right, and so I don't know if that's now part of the name
they don't
or if
say
that's...
it on the show.
Oh, okay. All right. So it's just like part of the logo then, that it's like underneath of it. I like their new logo. It looks good. Like they really needed a rebrand, so...
Oh, yeah.
It's good. I'm also glad my TNA shirt just says Impact on it. It doesn't so it is still applicable to this company. Yeah.
I watched a Royal Rumble today that had Jeff Jarrett in it, and I was so confused. Also in the Royal Rumble, somebody in the audience just had a sign that said, Sable is old. Which is not funny, but it's so funny.
It's really funny.
It's so funny. It's so funny.
You know who doesn't give a shit? Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, because he's off like killing birds or whatever he does.
Mm-hmm. Banging his wife. Doesn't care how old she is.
Banging his wife. What'd you think about Raw?
It was okay. I was still not feeling very well, so I wasn't like super invested in it. I was also totally alone in my apartment. So I was like alone and also not feeling well, so I sort of like fever watched Raw. But I overall enjoyed it.
Oh my god, news. We didn't talk about Seth.
Oh yeah. Seth is injured. Poor Seth. He did get good news that it looks like he'll be back for WrestleMania though. But is going to have to build this entire feud without wrestling, which is, I mean, up until now.
Since it's with Triple H, I think he can do it.
I agree. I think that he
if
can
it was
do
with
stuff.
anybody else, it would be like impossible.
Yeah, I agree. I also feel like this is a good way to, since up until this point, it's been Seth calling out Triple H and insisting that he come out to fight him, and has been carrying it by himself for so long that now to do it in the opposite direction where Triple H will be the one who's like, I had my destroyer hurt you, you're injured now, like, you can't do shit to me. I think it'll be interesting to see that flip, and so that when Seth comes back, it'll feel like, oh, you spent all this time trashing Seth, and now he's ready to come to WrestleMania and beat your fucking ass.
Beat your ass.
Yeah, so I feel like as long as his knee holds up, he should be fine.
I think his knee can hold up for a match.
Yeah, right? I think that'll be fine, right?
I really need Seth Rollins to get better and stay better. Daniel Bryan gone, who I didn't even like, but the way that it happened sucks, and, like, Nikki's, like, looking...
Nikki's probably gonna have to retire after WrestleMania.
It says she's working a shorter schedule.
Well, I mean, the rumor for her WrestleMania match is a mixed tag with her, John Cena, Miz, and Maurice.
I told you that.
Yeah, I know.
And you were like, that's not believable.
Well, it was one of the, like, 5 ideas they were floating for Cena, and now it seems like that's what they're gonna do. And it seems like the reason they're gonna do it is because of Nikki's neck. And, like, I'm into that. I think that's a good idea.
I'd be happy to see Maurice wrestle again.
Yeah, and I also feel like Maurice is probably a good person for Nikki to be wrestling when she's injured. Sort of in the same way when she came back. We talked about Carmella being green and being able to move a little slower and, like, being a good reintegration for Nikki. I think Maurice would be a good opposite way out of that, where, like, Maurice is trained and can do it, and they can have enough back and forth with Miz and Cena where they can make that work and make Nikki's last match feel very important. And if Maurice gets pinned by Nikki as Nikki's last thing that she does, like, that doesn't hurt Maurice at all. And, like, it won't waste one of their women, which they really can't afford to waste.
Ugh, I feel really bad for Nikki.
I do too.
What'd you think about all the Samoa Joe stuff on Raw?
I really liked it. I thought it was good. I thought that they used him really well. I still think that they could have used him better on SmackDown, because SmackDown needs men really badly in the main event picture, but Samoa Joe does seem to fit Raw.
He fits in Raw.
Yeah, he seems to fit that landscape a lot better. Also, they got him that custom suit fast as fuck. Like, boom, this is ready to go.
You don't know, he might be real classy. He might have that suit.
Well, WWE, when you become one of their top guys, will custom make you a suit so that you can, like, come out on Raw. They
had it ready.
Well, it's a custom suit. So.
No, I mean, they were like, you're going to be one of our top guys.
I see
we have this suit for you.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's definitely possible. And he did have that suit that he wore at TakeOver, so I wonder if they were like, we'll just get you a bunch of these all at once. Because he is shaped like a wrestler and needs custom suits, so it's not like he can, like, walk into Men's Warehouse and be like, that one, I'll take it off the rack.
This is not a PC thing to say, but Nick was like, how come he's, like, a really ugly one? Because all the, like, Samoan guys that they have are, like, pretty attractive. And he was like, that sucks for him.
Yeah. It's true. He's not a particularly good-looking man.
And I was like, I don't know, he's a really good wrestler. Yeah. People love him.
Yeah, he is. That's the thing, is he's so good that it doesn't even matter. Like, I don't need you to be good looking. I loved seeing him and Roman together, because you look at the two of them and you think, like, oh, I should root for Roman because he's good looking and he looks like a wrestler. But then you watch the two of them wrestle and you're like, oh no, Joe is way better than Roman. Like, and I have said many times, I think Roman's gotten a lot better. I think Roman is much better in the ring and has improved 100-fold from even 2 years ago, but, like, Joe is just so good. Like, he is just so good.
What do you think about KO versus Goldberg at Fastlane?
Oh my god, I want to eat a bag of nails. That's how I feel about it. I hate it so fucking much. Like, I understand that what's gonna happen is that KO's gonna drop the fucking belt to Goldberg and it's gonna set up Chris Jericho versus Kevin for WrestleMania. Okay, that's fine. I'm fine with Kevin and Chris fighting and Kevin having to drop the title. Not to Goldberg. Why Goldberg? Like, this is stupid. There's no reason.
I can't have Brock Lesnar with this belt.
Yeah, I feel like that's what's going to happen. Goldberg's going to win. He's going to have a short-ass little championship run. He's going to get to be the second main event at fucking WrestleMania with Brock. And then Brock's going to win it again. And why? Why?
But then we have Finn come back and he does the whole Daniel Bryan angle.
Oh my god. I would love that.
This is worth it if Finn is our Lord and Savior.
Yes, I would be into that. That would be fucking day after WrestleMania. Fucking Finn comes back and is like, guess what, buddy? I'm taking that fucking belt back. Like, I'm into that. I will 100% sign up for that storyline. But if this just means more fucking 30-day champ bullshit, I'm not into that. Like, why? Why take your belt off of your show every week? It's important. It should be there. It's a focal part of your programming. Like, don't give it to someone who can't be there.
It's also a new belt.
Yeah, don't give your new belt to some asshole who's just gonna take off 2 out of 3 months. Like, it's just so stupid. Like, if you can't pay for your champ to be there every week, give it to someone you can pay to be there every week.
You know what I need in my life right now, ASAP? Sami Zayn is United States champion.
Yes, I agree. Have Kevin take the belt from Jericho, have Jericho go back on tour with Fozzy. That's gonna happen. Like, that's the thing that's gonna happen, is that Jericho's going back on tour. Have Kevin Owens take the belt from Jericho at WrestleMania, and then after WrestleMania, have Sami Zayn come in and be like, hey, remember how you and I used to fight all the time, Kevin? Also, I can still beat you. Also, the United States Championship belongs around my waist because I desperately need a belt. I'm into that. I think that that's a really, really good idea. So perhaps that's the direction that they're building in. Perhaps not. Still just ran to put her Nikki hat on. So yeah, I feel like there are so many possibilities they could take that, and I understand that like Vince is all against Sami and is trying to bury
Why?
him.
Because he's a Syrian?
He's a Syrian Muslim who is not citizen of the United States too. Like,
Vince can eat my dick.
Yeah, I totally. Did you know that Sami Zayn is married to a beautiful Arabic yoga instructor?
Good for Sami.
I know, right?
I want everything good for Sami.
He takes his wedding ring off during any time that he does wrestler stuff, and one time he forgot during like a WrestleCon interview and just like took it off and set it right behind his nameplate so no one could see it, and I was like, God, you're adorable.
He's so cute. I love him so much. Mm-hmm. Oh, the one good thing that I will say about Vince McMahon, because I've been watching a lot of old stuff, and it can be construed as a bad thing. This is also, I watched the XFL 30 for 30.
Oh, I haven't watched that yet.
I love 30 for 30s. Like, I'm not really a sports person, but I love 30 for 30s.
They're just so fucking good.
The XFL one was good. It's not my favorite, but it's good. Mm-hmm. But I've been watching a lot of the collection on WWE of Stone Cold and Vince McMahon, because Stone Cold's my favorite, and that's a great feud and whatever. But Vince McMahon will do anything.
Yeah. Yes.
For a crowd reaction. Vince McMahon gets sodomized on TV. He pees his pants on TV. He gets hit in the face with a bedpan. He cries so much during that feud. Mm-hmm. He looks like a fool for like all of the 90s.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But like, so like, I guess like a little respect that you're like, you were so willing to like sacrifice your dignity to keep your company afloat.
Yeah. And that's something
But I want that Vince McMahon back. Yeah. I want the Vince McMahon who's like creative and like doesn't just own everything.
Yeah, agreed. And I also,
we don't need XFL Vince McMahon. That's not the one we need. No. And I feel like that's the one we have.
Yeah, we don't need that in our lives. I've heard a lot of
also really want a He Hate Me jersey. They're not cheap. I looked them up.
Of course not. I've heard that from a lot of Attitude Era wrestlers, that they are like, anything Vince asked you to do, he would have done himself. And like, I think that there are some things he probably wouldn't have done, Mick Foley, but like most of that stuff.
But he'd have his son do it.
Yeah, exactly. He'll have his son do it. One of the things Linda McMahon said in her fucking confirmation hearing was, as a CEO, I would never ask anyone to do anything I was not personally willing to do. And I was just like, bitch, you're crazy!
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard!
Right? Like, would you jump off of a fucking steel cage? I think not, Linda. What are you talking about? Like,
but you will pretend that you're being drugged.
Which is fucked up.
And you'll take the worst stunner. Who took it worse, Linda McMahon or Donald Trump? You can at me on that one. Ugh. Oh, here's a funny thing that we forgot to talk about a long time ago. Remember when I was like, I'm going to make Stone Cold's theme song my alarm? Mm-hmm. Waking up to breaking glass is a terrible idea.
Yes, that would be terrifying. I can tototally see that.
So that lasted all of one day. It is now a ringtone of mine. But, because I have Miz and Stone Cold that switch off, but Nakamura is my current alarm. It's a great alarm.
That's a great alarm.
Because it doesn't bother Nick like Brie did. I loved Brie Mode as my alarm, but it really bothered Nick for obvious reasons. But Nakamura is just like a nice...
Yeah, it like starts slow.
Mm-hmm. It works.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Good thinking.
Oh my god, we have to wrap.
Let's do it.
Go. Other things that happen on Raw, Braun Strowman versus a bunch of fucking jobbers.
Yeah, right. I loved when the one jobber ran off to the back.
He was like, bye.
I legit thought that he was about to run back and get Roman and like run back Miss Elizabeth style Hulk Hogan and like drag Roman.
I would have been okay with that.
I would have loved that. It would have been the only time I'm happy to see Roman, and it didn't happen. Very sad. So we have Roman versus Braun for Fastlane, which, cool. I'm into that.
Which means that we're probably getting Roman versus Taker.
Oh, definitely. 100%.
Well,
Taker's
if he's, not dead,
Yeah.
or, his hip hasn't exploded in his leg.
Taker's gonna come out and fuck up this match, and that's why
his
it's
pants!
and that's how we're gonna get Roman Taker.
Tozawa versus Gulak. Still really upset with how they're using Gulak, because I love him. I love Tozawa. I love that he's like, I don't need you to get behind me. I am behind myself.
Yeah.
Ha! Ha!
And
then by the end of it, everyone's like, yeah, we're going to yell weird things with you.
I love it. And I think it says a lot, too, about the fact that he's wrestled in Japan for so long.
Yeah, where they're very quiet.
Yeah, he's like, I don't need these motherfuckers to cheer. Don't cheer for me. Don't cheer for anybody. Just stay totally silent and listen to me, and I have got this. And I love it. I think it's so great. I just love him. I think he's fantastic. And I also think about, in regards to Drew, I agree that I don't like the way that they're using him, but I think it's really effective, and he is coming off really well.
Yeah, and if and when they decide to use him well, he'll have a good turn or whatever.
Right, exactly.
Okay, I don't really want to talk about the Sheamus Cesaro club match with Enzo because I don't care. But what I do want to talk about is, why is Sheamus's new shirt the only shirt that no discounts apply to? John Cena's new shirt, discounted. Triple H's new shirt, discounted. Brock Lesnar's new shirt, discounted. Every shirt. Is it a glitch?
I don't know. It's really weird. Why
Two BOGOs have gone by, and Sheamus' shirt is not a part of the BOGO, and the 30% off, Sheamus' shirt is not a part of the BOGO. Or whatever, the sale.
That's so weird.
Need that shirt.
That's so
now
weird.
I want it out of anger. I am ashamed that I'm really into what Sheamus is doing lately. Whatever. I like it. Leave me alone. With the darker red hair, it works for me. Just leave me alone. I had that one sex dream. I have feelings about Sheamus. I want the shirt. It's also a cool shirt.
It is a really
Give
cool
me
shirt.
a fucking BOGO.
Next BOGO, where I have a shirt in my pocket, I'm getting Ember Moon and Alexa Bliss.
I refuse to buy anything until Sheamus' shirt is available in a sale.
Well, you have enough other stuff, so I don't think you need anything else.
But I want it. Matt Cross's leg is broken. We didn't talk about that.
Oh, yeah.
And he walked into the doctor and had a broken leg. I was going to buy a shirt to support him, but his shirt sucked.
Yeah, I don't like his shirts either.
Sorry,
Matt.
Hope you're feeling better. New Day's coming out with ice cream, maybe. Charlotte was a bitch to Sasha.
Who would have thought that one day we would have a promo where Charlotte is the only one who speaks between her and Sasha, and it's great. Charlotte has slowly but surely gotten better every single week.
Sasha's good at facial expression.
Yeah, and I thought that they did a very good job of they've done such a great job of showcasing Charlotte as a villain, and now she actually can speak and is consistently good and can run a promo all by herself, and it's awesome, and I'm really excited about it.
They set up the 205 Live 5-way.
Yes.
Emelina is premiering this week.
I will believe that shit when it happens.
Eva Marie in a blonde wig.
Oh, God.
The Festival of Friendship is set for next week.
Yes! I don't know what that means. It's in Vegas. It's gonna be amazing.
And Roman versus Samoa Joe.
Yeah, which was good. I mean, whatever.
It was fine, whatever.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Okay.
All right. No, let's talk about 205 Live real quick.
Okay, yeah.
Did you watch it?
I watched part of it. My fucking network feed every 5 minutes kept freezing. So I was I watched it in really weird spurts, so I didn't really enjoy it.
It was really good. It opened with Tony Nese,
who injured himself during that match.
Yeah.
Which he said that he'll be back in a couple of weeks. So
yeah.
I think
He injured himself on Raw.
Did he? I thought it was on 205 Live.
No. So it opened with them being introducing all of them. These are the people who are going to compete in the 5-way. And then they went to Corey and Morrow and Austin Aries. And Morrow was like, Austin Aries, you're being a really good reporter. He was like, I have news. Tony Nese is not wrestling.
Oh, okay.
With his fucking banana. So then the first match was...
His interviews have been great, yes.
Austin Aries, my bae. My boyfriend, not my bae. Mrs. Bae. Everybody get it straight. Mustafa Ali versus Arya Daivari for the slot.
Yeah, I saw this one.
This match was really good. I really enjoyed it. It was also interesting to put the stereotype of Muslim foreign country, whatever, how they do it.
Yeah.
I hesitate to say Muslim because Muslim is is a religion, but the bad guy from this country.
Right. Arabic.
Yes. Arabic. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you.
Yeah.
The classic kind of stereotype.
Right.
Even though Aria Daivari has been very good lately.
Yeah, absolutely.
Versus like somebody who kind of started off like that and then has totally switched it
and actually is Muslim too.
Right, and it's changing the like his whole thing is like changing the way you view me, which is brilliant, and I actually really, really like it.
Yeah, I agree.
I really like the match. Yeah. I thought it looked great.
Yeah, I thought they both looked really good. I think they have great chemistry together, and like you
said,
I really like Aria Daivari. I think he's doing
too.
His feud with Gallagher was excellent.
Here's my thing with him too. He's the bad guy, right? And we're supposed to believe he's a bad guy, or we're supposed to see his costume and be like, oh, he comes from this family. It's a bad guy family. Mm-hmm. But his bad guyness has nothing to do with his being Arabic.
Absolutely.
Which is why it's
a secondary thing. Yeah, I totally agree.
It's like they like are nodding to it, but they're not focusing on it.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, yeah, and, like, I happen to come from this place.
They keep mentioning the Mustafa Ali stuff, like he wants to change people's perspective, but they've dropped the like about him being Pakistani and about like they've dropped that. They're just like he's changing people's perspective, and I think
they don't need to say it honestly.
Yeah, they don't, and it like I think it's better if they don't.
Yeah, I agree. I think that if you make your audience question what exactly is it that he's changing perspectives on, and then you realize like, oh, I also thought this thing about this person. Like, I think that's actually very smart storytelling.
Yeah, and Mustafa Ali won, so he's in the 5-way.
Good.
The next match was Lindsay Dorado versus Brian Kendrick, which was like a fine match. It was long. Yeah. It was a good match.
Yeah, I had to stop like halfway through this one because my network was so bad.
Brian Kendrick won, and then Tajiri came out and just misted the fuck out of him, and then like slithered away, and then did like a little like bye bye now, like waved at him a little bit, and while Kendrick is writhing in the middle.
I'm glad
Tajiri's super weird, and I love him.
I love him too. I think he's fantastic.
I love it.
He's a good. I think that's another really good example of two Japanese characters, Tozawa and Tajiri, who are very different, and they're not trying to make them the same, and it's like this is just a part of who they are, that they come from this place.
And they have a very like Japanese style and caricature about them, but it's not like shoved down your throat. It's just like
they get to be
Japan.
individuals.
Yes, which is good, and which is they're doing well with 205 Live.
Yes, I agree.
And then there was the 5-way, which was really good, and Cedric Alexander looked great in it.
I love him so much.
He looked so good in it. Jack Gallagher ultimately won. Jack Gallagher had the Mary Poppins moment. Did you see the gif of that?
No, I didn't.
So he, like, all the guys are on the floor, and instead of doing the, like, run and jump over the ropes, he, like, climbs up to the ropes, grabs his umbrella, and then, like, Mary Poppins onto them. It was so funny.
I love him.
Yeah, so Noam Dar gets eliminated first, if I'm recalling correctly. Noam Dar gets eliminated first by Cedric. Mm-hmm. Cedric's about to eliminate... I want to say Mustafa Ali. Mm-hmm. Doesn't, is like very shocked that he didn't, and then hits him or whatever. Goes up to the top rope to eliminate him, and then Noam Dar, who has been eliminated, like hits him and he falls on his dick on the ropes, and then he gets taken out by, he may have taken out Mustafa Ali, but anyways, he gets taken out by TJ Perkins.
Okay.
So then it was basically like Cedric's taking people out, and then TJ was taking people out, and then TJ gets taken out by Jack Gallagher.
Okay.
I think that's how it went.
Yeah.
It's a very fast-paced match. Anyways, Jack Gallagher wins.
Okay, cool.
Adrian Neville's like, or Neville, whatever. I'm never going to not say Adrian Neville.
It's a better name.
Neville's like, he's an embarrassment to England, blah, blah, blah. And Jack Gallagher is like, boop, 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 my little mustache. So they're going to fight at Fastlane? Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah,
all right.
They don't fight on SmackDown pay-per-views. That's right.
Now we can talk about the SmackDown. Do you want to just talk call Elimination Chamber and then talk?
Yeah. Let's do it.
As we go. All right, Elimination Chamber this Sunday. Woo-hoo! It is a 2-on-1 handicap match with Apollo Crews and Kalisto versus Dolph Ziggler.
Whatever. I don't
Literally, Nick last night, he comes in and he goes, who's fighting? And I was like, Apollo and Dolph Ziggler. And he goes, boy, I do not care about this match. But that's how he said it. It was so funny. Boy, I do not care about this match.
Yep, I agree.
And I was like, that's how everybody feels.
I did like that match was very short on SmackDown, which was nice.
And a 2-on-1. Honestly, if this is Ziggler getting his ass kicked, that's what I want. Mm-hmm. I agree. So who do you think wins? Do you think Kalisto and Apollo win?
Yes.
Or?
I think Apollo gets the pin on Ziggler.
I think that's look how big it makes it. Like Kalisto looks at this photo.
Yeah,
they
looks enormous.
They put all of them at the same height, and they did the like Hobbit style, whereas like the other people are really far in the background, and like Kalisto is really up front.
Yeah,
I don't mean it in a bad way. That's how they filmed Lord of the Rings.
They stacked it. It's very weird.
I watched the extended versions and all of the extras. That's how they did it. Okay. Mickie James versus Becky Lynch. What did you think about the double contract signing?
I liked it a lot.
I liked it a lot. I liked how
they did a good job with it.
It highlighted each of the women.
Yes, I agree.
And each of the women did great. Mm-hmm. Mickie James has weird hands, right? She's
I've never noticed.
She's like weird body posture.
Well,
she's a good wrestler.
Here's the thing about Mickie James. She looks like a 40-year-old who has not accepted she's not 22 anymore. And I think that that's part of the way that she stands is that she's wearing certain kinds of clothes.
She's got weird hands. She's got weird hands.
Well, hands other than that. I mean, like, just specifically.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me. Whatever. She's got a rockin' bod. She can wear a tube top until she's 85. I don't give a fuck.
No. I don't think she looks bad in the way that she looks in the clothes. I just think that it very much looks like, girl, mom, stop shopping in the junior section. Like, that's what it feels like to me. Like, girl,
really? That seems so, like, limiting.
Oh, no. It very much feels like you were young in the early 2000s and you never let go of those clothes. That's how it feels to me.
No, to me, it's just she has weird hands.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
It really, as somebody who has, like, great hands, I just, like, I'm not, whatever. Being, like, a dancer, I'm very aware of, like, people's body lines. Mm-hmm. And Mickie James has weird body lines with her hands. Specifically, like, she's fine until, like, she has breaks in her hands. And it drives me fucking nuts. It is, like, one of those little things that nobody else notices or drives anybody else weird. But, like, if you create, like, weird body lines with your hands, you have, like, little claw hands, it drives me nuts. Yeah. She's a great wrestler. She did a great job on the mic. No weird hands. I'm still excited to see her wrestle them. And I loved Becky on the mic. She was like, clean, concise. This is what I have to say. Fuck you. Here's my signature.
Yep, absolutely. I thought that was great. And I liked, too, how Alexa got all up in it. Like, oh, Naomi, you're still here. And Naomi was like, bitch.
I love that.
Nah.
Naomi had to wear her ring gear so it would glow in the dark.
I know. I was like, oh, you're the only one. Okay, I see how this is going.
Also, here. Becky does not know how to not dress like a wrestler.
No, not at all.
Which I thought was really funny.
I love, too, that Naomi keeps telling Alexa that she's going to snatch her bald.
Well, that's what they used to do as Team Bad.
Perfect. I know, and I love it. I think it fits her character without feeling like a gross stereotype. It's also, like, organic.
And it also, like, as a... I'm speaking out of turn, maybe, but, like, as a black woman who it's part of your culture to wear extensions and wear, like, different, like, hair... because of, like, oppression and whatever, I understand. But it's part of your culture to have, like, all these dumb white girls with, like, crazy extensions to be like, bitch, are you serious?
Yes.
Which just has, like, an extra layer of, like,
I love it.
Where she was like, oh, your hair. And then she was like, what about your hair? She was literally pointing at Alexa, what about your dumb hair?
Yeah.
You are wearing dumb hair, too.
Yeah, I loved it. I liked that when she just, like, casually kicked her in the head, too. It didn't even
She was like, you about to feel the glow.
Right? It didn't really even look like it was that impactful, but it was so surprising and so smooth that I was just like, yeah, kick her in the head. Sweet. Awesome.
I'm very excited for that match. But we're going to get ahead of ourselves. Mickie James versus Becky Lynch. Who do you think wins?
Becky, for sure. Or if Mickie James wins, it's by shenanigans. I don't think that Mickey's going to get a clean win over Becky. So I also think it depends on what happens with Naomi and Alexa, sorry. I don't think both Mickie and Alexa are going to win.
I think... Maybe I'm dreaming. I think Mickie wins by shenanigans.
Yes.
Which is further fueling Becky, and then Becky will win either at WrestleMania or, like, near WrestleMania. Mm-hmm. And I think that, and I hope and pray that Naomi wins.
I think she's going to win, too.
I really want Naomi to win.
Yeah. That's my...
Naomi,
that's
please win this belt.
I
need it.
And I like, too, that Mickie James was like,
glow.
I was the greatest of all time, 6-time women's champion, best of the best. And Naomi's like, bitch, I've been here for a decade. Like, you think I can't take your ass? Like, I'm going to beat her ass, and then I'm going to be the champ. And then you want to come for me? You can fucking come for me. Like, I thought that was smart, too, because Naomi's been there for so fucking long.
Give her the belt.
Give her the belt.
Give her the belt. They love hometown celebrations. Yep. Give her the fucking belt.
Yeah, agree. I totally agree.
Nikki Bella versus Natty.
Nikki. Yeah, it's gotta be Nikki. Nikki's gotta win.
I love that Natty was like, if I was single, John Cena would totally date me. And Nikki was like, no.
Girl, nah.
Not with that 1992 Chris Jericho hair, bitch. Why does Natty wear her hair like old school Chris Jericho?
I think because it's a heel move. Like, it looks really dumb and silly. So she's like, this is the dumb, silly heel thing I'm not doing.
She looks dumb. The Ascension won something.
I know. Like, what?
Remember the Ascension? The sign worked.
Yeah, it really did.
It worked. Oh, man. I think American Alpha retains, but I'm really hoping for some sweet Breezango action.
I agree. I want everyone else to get eliminated, and then I want Breezango to lose to American
Tyler
Alpha.
Breeze is a fucking great wrestler.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. He's consistently good. Like,
Fandango's a good wrestler too, but Tyler Breeze is like a really good wrestler.
Yeah, and I know that they're using them on main event or whatever, but like I want to see them on SmackDown more.
They
They're
deserve
really
to be
good.
on it.
Like the tag team division has been so horribly underutilized on SmackDown. Like it's time.
It's the weakest part of SmackDown.
For sure.
By
Easily. by far.
leagues.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree. So I hope that this sets up going forward something good.
Randy Orton versus Luke Harper. I love the way they handled the main event because John Cena won, but Randy was gonna win, but there were shenanigans and it set up feuds, and Randy didn't look weak, even though he's the one that's main eventing WrestleMania. Like, it worked really well.
I thought the story writing did very good, and I like that we officially got Luke turning on Bray. Like, it was really smart. I thought they did a great job with it. I think
Randy Orton wins because
gotta win.
He's main eventing WrestleMania.
Yeah, but he could lose. It doesn't really matter. Like, if he loses to... See, this is another... I think it depends on who wins the belt. If Bray wins the belt and Randy loses to Luke, like, that sets up, like...
That's true.
I could beat you.
That's interesting.
And I could turn on you. So, I don't know. My gut instinct is that Randy wins. But for some reason, they love Luke, and he's good, and they want to push him.
They should love Luke. He is good, and also slimmed down quite a bit.
All of the Wyatts look very
quite
good.
a bit.
Yeah, they clearly all were like,
Eric
"Oh, you're not
Rowan
using
dead?
this?" Injured. I think his knee blew out. I think because last time he was injured, it was his elbow.
And then the main event, the Elimination Chamber. Baron Corbin, Dean Ambrose, Intercontinental Champion Dean Ambrose.
Yeah, so he's not going to win.
AJ Styles, almost said AJ Lee, Bray Wyatt, The Miz.
This is for the belt, right?
For the belt. Elimination Chamber for the championship belt.
Okay, AJ's not going to win. Dean's not going to win.
Miz is not going to win.
Miz is not going to win. So it's either going to be Corbin, Cena, or Bray. I don't think it's going to be Cena. I'm pretty sure Cena's not going to retain. He's on a part-time schedule. Like... Yeah, go in, and especially if at WrestleMania the deal is that he's going to do a mixed tag, like, why have the belt? There's no reason for it. So I feel like it's inevitable that John's going to drop the belt before WrestleMania, and it makes sense to set up Bray versus... They wanted to do Bray versus Randy anyway.
I get it.
Yeah.
But WWE, hashtag LOL fuck you Bray.
Yeah, true. That's true.
I will not believe it. I do not believe it.
Okay.
I don't believe it.
Okay. I
will eat my words, but I cannot muster any feeling in my body to believe that Bray Wyatt is going to win something.
Okay, so then I say my gut instinct is Bray wins it. I'm just going to operate under the assumption that Cena retains. Because I'm going
to operate under the assumption that AJ wins it.
Okay.
Just because whatever.
Yeah, that's fair. I know that they don't want AJ to have the belt going into WrestleMania, and so it seems unlikely to me that he would win it back right now.
Whatever.
But
I'm just calling
shit
AJ.
changes every day. I also feel like we've talked about this before on the show, like Randy working with Bray is the best thing that ever happened to Bray because now Randy is personally invested in Bray's future, and WWE gives lots of fucks about what Randy wants.
That's true. That's
true. That also makes me think like maybe this is the one time it won't be LOL fuck you Bray.
Hashtag LOL fuck you Bray.
Yeah.
Remember that time you lost to Dean Ambrose?
Man.
Remember that time we had a chance to fix everything and give you Undertaker's mantle?
Yep.
LOL fuck you Bray.
LOL fuck you Bray. Oh, also, this could be a good opportunity because in Bray Wyatt's first WrestleMania match, he lost to John Cena, and this would be a great opportunity for him to be like, guess what, motherfuckers?
That's true. If they full circle it, I will forgive some stuff.
So, yeah, I think that...
Exploding TVs and all.
Yeah, I feel like this all... I will never forgive that fucking exploding TV, the dumbest thing ever. Ugh. But I feel like this is like a good... This also makes a lot of sense in this particular match to give it to Bray. Like, of all other times, like, I agree, LOL fuck you Bray most of the time. This feels like a moment that's set up for him.
Hopefully. But I want to believe.
Fucking Baron Corbin's gonna win. We're gonna be so pissed.
Okay, it's Boren Snorin. WrestleMania, here we come.
Oh, God.
I only like him on SmackDown talking smack. He's very good on talking smack.
Because he's horrible on commentary somehow,
Any
which I
other
don't
time.
get.
Well, I mean, most people, especially younger people, greener people, are going to be horrible against The Miz.
Yeah,
that's
true.
unfair.
And also, like, having to navigate the very crowded commentary table of SmackDown as a new person, I'm sure is very difficult, too.
I bought Chamberlains today. But they don't make the black ones anymore.
Oh, really?
So I got, like, dark tortoiseshell.
Ooh, nice.
Finch?
Yeah. Yeah, the,
Oh, you're blind as fuck.
Yeah, I am. I'm very blind.
I can't even see my face.
The Chamberlain ones, I can sort of see your face because I don't have my glasses on. They look good on you, though. Yeah, I have the Chamberlain ones in the top half black, bottom half tortoiseshell.
Oh.
Did you get the same pair?
No, I got just tortoiseshell.
Oh, okay.
I like tortoiseshell.
I agree.
It works for
It's
me.
really nice.
That's it.
Okay.
We talked about glasses.
Yes, we talked about all the things. I'm excited
Talking Smack was good.
Yeah.
Basically, Nikki Bella got her face slammed into some glass.
Well.
And then John Cena was like, we live our own lives. And Dan O'Brien was like, I think Carmella's with James Ellsworth because he has a big dick. That's basically what he said.
I did see the big hog stuff and was like, no, I refuse.
Renee was like,
Right, like, I refuse to accept this.
It was so funny.
Oh, God. So Carmella is not doing anything for, okay, that's fine.
It's fine. You have almost everybody else.
Yeah, exactly. And she's in her own
You know what?
storyline.
They should bring Eva Marie back. I would totally be on board for an Eva Marie Carmella nonsense feud.
Sure, why not? I heard,
No, my hair is better.
Tape Machines Are Rolling, his podcast recently, he was talking about how it seems like WWE has officially abandoned the idea that Eva Marie is ever going to be worth competing in the ring. And
it was
like,
working, though, that thing.
Well, her gimmick was
Yes,
working,
her gimmick was working.
but her wrestling was still such garbage that I think that they've finally accepted that
she's like sexy cement. It doesn't work.
I've never heard anyone call her sexy cement.
Yeah, that's a trademark.
That is so accurate. Excellent. That was a good one.
Well, I guess that's the title of this episode.
Yeah.
Anything else before we wrap up so I can go to this Less Than Jake concert?
No, I think that's it. Do we have any reviews, questions?
I don't know. We'll deal with that. I don't think we have any questions. If some people want to leave us some fucking reviews, if you listen to this and you've never left a review, leave a goddamn review. Please.
5 stars, please.
5 stars, thank you so much. 4 stars if you're mad because I yelled at you.
Only if you asterisk include that. You're only getting 4 stars because y'all yelled at me.
But, like, you liked it.
Yeah, true.
You can find us on the internet. I'm at Stella_Cheeks.
I'm at Ringency.
You can find us on Tumblr at notyourdemographic.tumblr.com.
You can send us questions at notyourdemo@gmail.com.
You can find us on cagesideseats.com where you should stay and click around.
Yeah, they're great.
Make Gino happy.
Yeah.
Like they just call out Gino every week.
Yeah, right. What's up, Gino?
Also, hey, Sean.
Yeah, hey, Sean.
You don't listen, so I don't know. I guess fuck you. Not really. I don't know.
We like you guys. Okay, that's it, right?
Oh, find us on iTunes where you should subscribe and rate and review.
Yes.
Oh my God, we did not talk about that fact that RuPaul's Drag Race season 9, season 10, whatever. There's too many seasons. Just announced hometown queen Shea Coulee. Shea Coulee is a great drag queen. I see her going very far in this competition. I'm very excited. DO at me. Let's talk about it.
Awesome. Boom.
All right, Demi.
Yeah.
Glorious. No, I won't give in. I won't give in until I'm victorious. And I will defend. I will defend.
Oh my God, Imogen looks so cute.
I'm a cat. Meow meow. I'm so little.
She looks so displeased.
Well, she scratched me.
Yeah, well, fair.